This is a true story. On May 6, 2021, I was 29. It was a beautiful day. At 6:32 p.m., I took a photograph of myself while wondering if I lived to see 30, how it would feel to look back and see myself in this moment, because I knew I wouldn't. That photo was a goodbye note. It said, by showing everything I wanted my wife to hear, but words could never capture. I gave it my everything. No more battles, no more fighting. Done. For many years, as I considered the prior decade, it's challenging to imagine how on that day I had never been more defeated. You can see that photo and many others along the way when you see this symbol. For 11 years, I lived on an edge that spanned from the cinematic to the unsightly. This edge spawned an ego that courted me down a dozen labyrinths. They all led to the devil's doorstep. His demons played dice games over my lifeless body, patiently waiting for me to go cold. I lost every battle I ever fought with those demons, except the last one. Those losses eventually vacated the halls of my soul. They devoured all hope, like nature claiming an abandoned building. Future of any kind extended further and further out of reach. Every new day brought a novel darkness, unknown just the day before. My mere existence defied the expectations of human mortality. This book is not about addiction. This book is about becoming someone else. Addiction was a symptom, alcoholism was a catalyst. They are one and the same on these pages. The devil shaved my chest on the gurney of both. I am qualified to talk about it. My PhD is the kind they don't print diplomas for. Maybe you seek change in a small, simple way. Maybe you're clinging to life for it, or maybe you know someone who is. Maybe that person is someone you love. If you seek to be transformed, just inspired, or simply curious, you have come to the right place. Whatever you are battling in life's turbulent waters, what you seek is within reach. This true story is all the proof you will need to believe it. Nearly nothing is guaranteed in this life, so I don't make promises, but today I will make you one because I know the world can't break it. My pursuit of this four-letter word felt like sparring with a ghost, as if written in invisible ink. Hope, no matter how cold, numb, or broken you may think you are, I promise you will feel it. Remember that promise, because as the page numbers grow with the soul's descent, you will rely on it. The last battle is the sum of a war. These are the real battles. All losses, they were not for nothing. They were for this, which is hope, which is everything. I scoured the human experience, searching for the universal truths within these pages. There are scars I earned along the way. You will not find them written elsewhere. Every single detail of every moment told in this book is 100% true. In order to remain faithful to that, it is even understated. Nothing is dramatized. If you are bothered by curse words, here's the disclosure. This book is rated R as fuck. Becoming someone else happens at the crumbling edge where life drops off and ceases. The two-legged stool I sat in for 11 years waits there. You will sit in it. These are not simple matters. These are matters of life and death. Parts of the story even bleeds beyond those lines. This is not a religious story, so to the agnostics breathe. While I am not religious, I wouldn't be alive to tell you this story if I wasn't spiritual. For that, my dogs are grateful. I dedicated my life to writing this book, and why that is isn't what you think. The true reason is a significant part of the story itself, and today, I attempt to be a great storyteller, so I won't tell you that yet. It's all for the person who grew convinced that he would never become me. That person is who I am writing for. Somewhere within, he or she is in all of us. And I want to believe that someday, somewhere, someone will pick up this book and read it, and it will give him a little bit of hope. Sometimes that's enough to save a life. And years later, they'll look back and think about this period of their life. Maybe they'll forget about this book. That'll be just fine. At least it was there for them when they needed it. Because it wasn't there when I needed it. I collided with death in a passionate embrace. A handful of times when I wasn't even looking for her. Eventually, I did go looking for her, and she wouldn't have me. I defied her, and she defied me. These close calls were far more perplexing than things like overdose. Incredible events in such quantity, one would never cite them all as coincidence or luck. Despite my disbelief in spiritual or religious things at the time, I was forced to believe that something would not allow me to die. You might not believe it all even happened. If so, that's casually just fine with me. I endured far too much to be bothered by skeptics. That implies I have something to gain from them, and I don't. I have gained so much more than what good opinions, money, or fame can possibly give me. See, I possess something of unspeakable value, something that cannot be gifted or found, only earned, inner peace, all the way to the core. It's filled with serenity, and it is untouchable. I only answer to the man in the glass. I didn't write the book with my image in mind. I wrote it with the defeated in mind.